Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I want to share with you a very cool game I had against PeterM. And for those who don't know, PeterM is a sort of a legend of this game. Since I've started playing, he was always ranked first on the ladder, and I don't know how far it goes back. So I started around 2 years ago, and since then he was always ranked the first place. He doesn't play much, but every once in a while he awakens from his slumber and just destroys everyone. His rating was so much above everyone else for a really long time. So he was standing at around 850 ELO, where most of the top 10 would be on 750, and that's an enormous gap in a game like War of the Ring, which has a lot of luck in it. Um, so yeah, really, really, really strong player. And today I had the chance to play against him. I saw that he was looking for a game a few days ago, and I asked him if he would like to play. The last time he awakened from his slumber, he completely destroyed me in a very humiliating fashion. He played the free people, separated all the companions turn one, like everyone besides Gandalf and the hobbits, and destroyed me. And at that time, I kind of started figuring out how to play the game well, and I made my first push to the top 10. And again, because this game has a lot of luck in it, so sometimes you're rolling hot and you go up the rankings, and then you start losing and you go down. But at that time, I think I was having a really good streak. I was, I think, around like top 10, maybe fifth on the ladder, and he just humiliated me. So I really wanted to play him again, and it has been more than a year or around a year since the last time we've played. I did notice that he prefers playing. Wait, I'll close the WhatsApp. That he prefers playing the free people because his ranking was very, very high on the shadow. And he would basically accept any bid to play the free people. So in this game, I won the roll for bidding, and I bid 0 tokens for the shadow because I feel pretty confident playing with 0 tokens against anyone. I think the shadow has a huge advantage over the free people. And then he offers one dwarven ring. Dwarven ring. A dwarven ring. So he offers a dwarven ring, uh, and I decide to accept it. Usually I would never accept this bidding, just because I knew that had I offered two rings, then he would accepted it and I would play the shadow, which is not the worst, but I really wanted to have a shot with the free people against him. So I got it, and this is the game, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so I start with Kindred of Glorfindel and Ents, which is okay. I guess Kindred is a playable card. He allocates 0 eyes and rolls 3. I roll 1 movement, 2 master movement, and a Palantir, which is okay. I probably move once, and at the beginning of the game you have a lot of movements you wanna set the board, sort of. So that's an okay roll. So I start by moving guys to Westemnet and the guy to Old Forest Road, just very standard. He musters Saruman, makes sense. And then I move because if I get revealed, I probably wanna. Oh, do I move here? So I was debating whether I move or play Kindred of Glorfindel. Kindred of Glorfindel is a sort of an awkward card because a lot of times Rivendell is not the target, and the Elven pool is quite small. So if you play it, you have only 4 elites. So if you play it, then your reinforcements become not as good. So I was debating whether I should move and then if I get revealed, use the dice to reveal, or actually playing the card. And in the end, I thought, okay, it's not the best, but I think Rivendell is underrated. So, and a lot of time there are possibilities to take it. And I know for a fact that Peter does this because I kind of studied some of his games in the past, and I saw that he goes for Rivendell quite often. So I said, okay, never mind. Let's use the Palantir and get a unit in Rivendell. Now you can get a regular, not to screw up your master pool too much. I think maybe that would be the good compromise, not to get an elite. But I go greedy, get an elite, and then draw power to great and kill the chips. So like, fuck. Yeah, I would have, if had I known these are the next cards, I would probably get a regular there, because now we get 2 cards that really help the elves go to war, and the Kyrden ships that wants the elves at war and want a big elite pool. But what can you do? Here I decide that I'm not going to downgrade regulars, and I'll show you later what I mean by that, because every elf counts. Yeah, that's the slogan for today. He draws a card, then I move, at least to give me the chance to hide maybe with the dice. I get hit, it's a 1. I sacrifice Gandalf because he's gonna get Saruman. I have a Dwarven Ring, which makes it more likely for me to get a will, because I can reroll 1 of my dice. So I decide to do that. So I sacrifice Gandalf, and now he brings Saruman, and we have a choice whether we muster the elves once or use the move. And I was thinking about it. I think in this situation where we have a power to great, we are, in a sense, we don't want him to, we want him to go for the elves, right? And the other thing, it's not a regular muster die. So, and you don't always get the chance to move your guys, and a lot of times you can do the move to Westamnet, and then the shadow player can just sneak into Helm's Deep. So, in a sense, I think it's I decide to move the guys to Helm's Deep just to avoid that, and just think that with the power to upgrade, there is a good chance I would be able to get the elves to war in time before him getting both strongholds, and he didn't move from the starting position, so he has quite a walk to get there. Because he rolled 3 eyes in the Palantir. So I move in and I move the guys in Erebor. These are, I guess, the other standard moves you can do. And then he gets the guys to move the guys from Barad-dûr, and we're off to the second turn. We draw Celeborns, so now we got like the all the elvish family in our hand, and now it's like the deck is mocking me for playing that card, and Rivendell and Deadman. I always love Deadman. Deadman can always turn games around. So yeah, it's usually doesn't get played, but it's a really strong card. He allocates 1 eye and rolls 2 more, so a lot of eyes. And we roll 1 movement and 2 musters and a palantir. And here I kind of debate, do I use the ring on a muster to try and get Gandalf and get a wheel? Because when I reroll this die, I have 1 to 4 chance to roll a Will of the West, because if I reroll into either a muster or a muster movement, I can keep on rerolling the dice. The thing is, if I get either a palantir or a movement, so 75%, these are not very good results. So, because I'm gonna move once, and what am I gonna do with the other movement? Probably move again into Moria. That's risky. So I decide not to use the Dwarven Ring and just pass. I think I pass. Let's see. I'm saying I would, like I will. Okay, and I pass. He gets Sauron to war, and now we start getting the elves towards war. Again, it's sort of some mind games, because we really want him to go to Lorien, like really want him to go to Lorien. We have all the cards for Lorien. So in a sense, what I'm thinking is, okay, first of all, it's the only logical thing to do, and I think it makes a lot of sense for us to do it. And I think from his perspective, he's thinking, okay, I have now 2 movements. I can be on the doorsteps of to Lorien, and he can't get them to war. So I could get to Dimrill Dale, and next turn, just siege Lorien and get the Witch King for free. So I think this is how I would think. So, but I really want him to first commit to that and not play the Power to Great too early, because otherwise he probably changes plans and goes to Woodland Realm. So he plays the new Power as Rising, and I'm very happy now that I brought the guys into Helm's Deep, because otherwise, again, he could have snuck in and just taken it for free. And again, I really don't want to commit to anything yet, so it's time to move. We move, and we are missed, which is very good, because getting revealed here can cause a lot of troubles and maybe create even a corruption game. And now he thinks, and he plays the red token. So we are in a sort of a standoff. Nobody wants to commit. We both, I think, know what's happening. And I think that here I muster the elves once as a sort of a bait, you know? I'm saying, go ahead, come at me. And then he does. And I'm very happy, because he's going to Lorien, and this is exactly what we want to happen. I think he should have used the other dice at first, because otherwise he could have gotten the Witch King this turn, but I guess he can't know that I have a Power to Great, but I think it's a slight mistake. So we play a Power to Great and get the elves to war, and he can't get the Witch King this turn. Of course he gets it next turn, but it doesn't matter, because he would have gotten him 100% next turn. And now what does it do with the character movement, right? It's pretty awkward. And he decides to move to Dimrill Dale. We pass the turn, and we get Imrahil, amazing. So we are drawing very well. And we're ready. He allocates 1 eye and rolls 3 more. So yeah, he has been rolling tons of eyes, and we get only 1 movement, which is kind of okay when he's rolling so many eyes. But we are not making a lot of progress, which is always a problem, because eventually, yeah, he will get his victory points. But again, the same thing. I really don't want to move twice here. So do I reroll one of my dice? So in my opinion, no, because I guess a Palantir is not the end of the world here, but then it's still 50% to get a movement, and yeah, a movement is not good for us. So I prefer to just say holy crap, yeah, and just master an elite in Lorien. So yeah, of course we are going to master once. This is a no-brainer. I am very reluctant to master again, because if I master again, then my Elven pool is extremely low, and then maybe he can pivot up, he can just go down, and we waste both these two elves and our Celeborns for nothing. So we really want him to commit. So for me, I put this one elf, and I'm not going to put any other elf. So he's getting the Witch King into play in Moria, which makes sense. And here I decide not to master Lorien again, and just play Imrahil, because this is a card we definitely want to play. I guess you would have rather to play it with a Palantir, but this is what we have right now, so that's also fine. And then he gets rid of Power to Great. Again, I'm not mastering in Lorien, I'm just moving, because of course we gotta move. And then we're missed, and this is very, very fortunate. Of course, he was hitting only on 6s, so I guess he wasn't that likely to get a hit, but still 4 dice is nice. And he's saying safe, I'm saying free, and because had I gotten revealed here, I think I reveal into Moria. Like, it's turn 3, and when we're on step 3, that's atrocious. So I think taking the high pass would be too slow here. So I think I was very fortunate that I didn't get revealed here. But then again, the chances of getting revealed were not high. So needs to hit me and then roll reveal. So yeah, we have that. And then he attacks Lorien, and I'm very happy about that. I get why he did it, because had he walked outside into Dimmerl Dale with the Witch King, that sort of signals, okay, I'm going for Lorien, and if I didn't have Celeborns, well, then probably I would have just mustered another elite there. But I'm very happy with that. That wastes him a lot of time. And with the last movement, I'm not sure what. Oh, yeah, I got the guys into Helm's Deep, because now this is a problem. I mean, I could have gotten Gondor one closer to war. I was debating it. This is the awkward part, where you don't have the muster token. So with the muster token, I think I would get Gondor towards war, and then muster Gondor to war with the token, and suddenly Dolomroth becomes very, very strong. But here, it's going to be pretty hard to get Dolomroth going, and I guess I can save just one elf for it with Skirridans. So this is what I was thinking. The other thing was to prepare Minas Tirith, because he can just go straight on to Minas Tirith. And then just walks towards Lorien. Say, what a weird game. It's a really bizarre game, I think. Okay, we draw a file, which is obviously good. We draw the red arrow, which is really good, both as an effect and as for scouts. I guess the odd man out here would be there and back again. The elves are already at war. Dew is not under siege. I guess Deadman is also not likely, but I believe. I love this card. It's so strong. So I hate getting rid of it. I guess if there was like another blue tile instead of there, like again, I would have gotten rid of it. But yeah, I discard there and back again. Not a big loss. And he allocates 1 eye and rolls 2 more. So it's been crazy. We roll a very nice roll. We finally get a Wheel of the West, so we have Gandalf. So I pass because Southrons are not at war, so no worry about that. He gets the Southron closer to war, so now I have to worry because I would like to move twice here, I think, because let's say he brings everyone into Lorien, at least I can walk 5 times into South Anduin Vale and not get Nazguls on my head. So I thought that I would like to move twice, so I thought it's time to bring Gandalf. And now I go for the 1000 IQ bluff. And I get Gandalf to Grey Havens. I was thinking the Elven pool is almost over. I have Celeborns, I have Círdan's. Woodland Realm is going to be very, very weak. And I think that he would realize it once I play Celeborns and just, you know, get a few musters with the Southrons and just walk there. So I thought, if I get Gandalf to Grey Havens, then I signal that I have Fearfire foes or Book of Mezarbul to activate them. And activating either one of these nations can be huge in defending Woodland Realm. So I thought this could deter him from going to that route, and I am bound to draw one of them sometime, so maybe in the future that could help. I wonder what you guys think about that. I just think that if the power to great Rohan is cooked, it's going to be very hard to defend it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we could defend it with the red arrow and get a reinforcement there. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think it's a non-standard move, I would say. And then he gets the Southrons to war. Now I move because, well, I want to move twice this turn, hopefully. But I get hit, and luckily it's not a reveal. Like, a reveal would be pretty devastating. Yeah, maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have waited. I don't know. I take a random because, okay, we gotta start the engine moving. And it's Legolas. Now when I'm thinking of it, maybe it would have been better to start by moving and not getting Gandalf with the wheel. And if I get hit, I can take a random, and if it's a hobbit, I can basically do the same play where I get him to here, to Evendim, and threaten Fearfire foes and a Book of Mezarbul. But in a sense, this is more of a proactive move. It's like I'm basically saying, look, I have this card. You've got to do something about it. So yeah, I get rid of Legolas, which is pretty nice. And then he does something about it. He just gets the Sauron's and yeah, starts marching towards the Dew. And I wonder, I don't think he would have done that. I'm not sure. It's interesting. I'm not sure if he would have done that otherwise. Probably not, right? So I pass. And then he walks outside to the Vale of Carmen. It's Carmen or Carnan? Carnan. I don't know why I call it Carmen. Um, so he walks there and gets the guys to Lorien. And now I'm thinking, whoa, I mean, is he going to just attack Dale? Because I really want to play now Killer Bombs, right? This is why we didn't muster an elf. Because we want to show him our tricks. But when I think of it, I'm thinking, why would he move the the guys there now if he didn't have something to do with the character card? Like, there are two cards that allow him to move Nazguls and attack. So maybe he has one of these cards, and I decide to move first. So if I move and he attacks Lorien, okay, so I have one. He probably can't kill Lorien off with one push. That would be very unlikely. Maybe if he has Grond, that would be a very cool bluff. Bringing the Southrons here. But then he would need to think that I actually have Killer Bombs. So I decide to move and say, okay, if he attacks here, then after the attack, I will put the other elf. But if he doesn't, then it kind of means that I gotta get another elf to Woodland Realm, because that's a huge difference playing against this army, especially when we have scouts. So that was what I was thinking. So I move again and I get hit again. And it's a 3 no reveal, so pretty fortunate that I got 3 no reveals. I take a random and it's Strider. So okay, that sucks, but at least we got him for the full corruption value, and we are still in Rivendell, so it's not that easy to start revealing us. And this is the problem when you don't have Strider, is that you're getting revealed and you can't hide back with his ability. So at least if we get hit, we can sacrifice some of our guys like Gimli and Boromir and get to Gollum pretty fast. And if we get to Gollum, we're okay, because there are so many reveals out in the pool. So getting to Gollum is the #1 priority, and at this point I'm kind of thinking of maybe separating one companion just to allow that. Problem is, corruption could be a problem if that would happen. So indeed, he plays the Black Captain command. So I called it. Something was very fishy. I don't know if this was his plan originally. It's very interesting whether bringing Gandalf actually made him go for that. So he brings Nazguls and attacks Dale. He plays a strategy card. I guess that really signals its swarm of bats, but I mean, if it's not Swarm of Bats and it's like Great Host or something that just wants to cycle, then I'm losing so much, because getting the north there is huge. It's a reroll. It's another guy. It means that it puts the north to war. So it's just huge. I couldn't not play scouts. So I play scouts and it's warm of bets, and he gets his sixes and I don't get anything. So we don't have the North at war and we don't have their support. Sucks, but it's okay because we can at least muster another unit, and this battle is not very trivial. He attacks Woodland Realm and he gotta leave one back because otherwise our guy at Old Forest Road can just retake it. So this is not a trivial fight. We end the turn. We draw into Riders of Theoden, and there is another way. Amazing cards, and now our odd man out is the dead man, because first of all, Strider is dead, but even if he was alive, I think that, yeah, we want the Ents, we want everything here. So, yeah, it's the dead man. Bye-bye, dead man. He allocates an eye, and then rolls two more. So continuing on with this obscene amount of eyes, and we roll 3 movements this time. Pass, and then he starts attacking Woodland Realm. He plays a strategy card, and I'm thinking, here I think I made a mistake. I think I made a mistake. This is something I regret, because I see that he plays a strategy card and I'm thinking, whoa, is he trying to just one-shot it with the Deadly Strife? And I'm thinking I can't allow that to happen. So I decided to play Riders of Theoden, and I think it's a mistake because playing Riders of Theoden with the Master and then moving them to Westernet, I think it's just a stronger play. So we're getting everyone ready there. And we can really buff up Rohan. We have Ents. I don't like my play here. I think that was a mistake. So I play the Daylight. He plays Relentless Assault. So he anyway just wanted to cycle a card. So yeah, he's not going to sacrifice anyone here, regardless of the Daylight. And he still gets 2 hits, and we get none. So that's catastrophic. Really, I felt like up until now I played it so well, and just this little mistake really bites me. And he stops, and now it's not looking very good, because it looks like it will be relatively easy to get it. And we really need Book of Mezarbal to defend. But even with Book of Mezarbal, we really need a few hits there to make the army a bit squishier than it is right now. He draws a card, and we start moving. My thought here is I would really like to move twice, because then it puts us at move 7. And then next turn, hopefully we do 2 movements without getting revealed. And then it doesn't really matter if the 10th movement reveals us. It's even sort of good, because then we can start getting rid of some of the companions and get to Gollum. We have There Is Another Way, and we really want his ability to against getting revealed. So we move. We are safe, and he attacks Woodland Realm. It's a strategy card, and now we don't have any card to play. And he plays Rage of the Dunlendings. I think that's a mistake. I mean, I would never cycle Rage of the Dunlendings in such a situation where you already have them ready. I think that the Shire is very attainable, and going for 4 cities makes a lot of sense, because that would be 3 points, 5, and Helm's Deep and the cities, or for that matter, Corsairs into Dolom Ross, which can be slightly harder. because they are not really in position. So I'm not sure why he decides to do that. Maybe he's trying to cycle into Corsairs, but still I think that Rage of the Dunlendings, if you saw my tier list, is a very, very strong card, especially in such a situation. He does no self-hits, gets one hit, and we miss. Oh, we didn't miss. We get one hit back. He is taking the casualty and stops. So at least it takes him a lot of time to do that. And now I feel so dumb because we had such a nice play to do with Riders of Theoden. What are we gonna do now? So I guess I'm thinking, okay, Rage of the Dunlending is out, so I mean, he still can get the Shire, but it's not as easy. So let's try to make Dolomroth a tough place to conquer. Let's get Gondor to war. He's attacking Woodland Realm, and now he starts cycling character cards. I play no card. He plays the Palantir. Again, it's interesting to me, but I get it. He misses, which is very fortunate, and then we miss as well, which sucks. So we are rolling very, very poorly. Now, as I said, I would like to move again. Getting revealed would be pretty sad, but not getting revealed means we have a very good chance of getting to Mordor next turn. We still have a Dwarven ring, we have 3 Elven rings. And he misses, so perfect. So that was very, very nice. We're not moving again, because it almost guarantees a hit in this situation. He puts the red tile, and we put our blue tile. He attacks Woodland Realm, continues to cycle character cards, and doesn't get the hit, so that's pretty unlikely. Pretty unlikely. But we don't get either. It would be really nice to hurt his army here, but it doesn't work. We get no hits. And then with the last movement, what do I do? I get Gondor to war, which is a mistake. I think it's better to play Celeborns, because you don't know what's going to happen next turn, and you certainly want to play Celeborns. And yeah, he already committed there. Yeah, just a mistake. Now looking back at it, I would definitely play Celeborns now. No reason not to. He attacks Woodland Realm, continues to cycle character cards, and we get our hit. He gets his. And yeah, so Woodland Realm is his. It took a lot of dice, but it could have gone much worse for him, I guess, I think. But I can't complain. It didn't roll well. We draw the last battle and Wizard Staff. Wizard Staff is completely useless. Daylight is good. And then he allocates an eye, and now he draws only one eye, and we roll this roll. So now I'm kind of panicking, because if he has a day without dawn, we are mega screwed, because it means we can't play Celeborns, or we can't get into Mordor. So I decide to use the Dwarven Ring here to change the Will of the West into an army movement. So at least we have a very good chance of getting to get to Mordor and to Lorien, and if everything goes well, we can even muster 1 in Dolomroth. So that would be the perfect scenario. We start by moving with a will, because again, we are the #1 priority is getting to Mordor, and he misses. Then he plays the ring race are abroad, which is a shame because now we can't get the elves in time, and this is another reason why I should have gotten him last turn. But okay. He plays a strategy card, we play our daylight. It's just a devilry of Orthanc, and he still gets 2 hits. So he gets no hits, and against my my daylight, he just hits. We get only 1. We are missing, like, these elves suck. They miss everything. And I say that I should not play daylights because I get the most hits against them. And now I decide to take, oh yeah, just take two casualties, and now we play Celeborns. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm not sure. Like, maybe it's better. No, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, I play it. And then we draw into Fear Fire Foes, so yeah, now it's not the best time for it anymore. Would really like Book of Mizarble. He plays Olog High, okay, to buff up the army there in Lorien. And now we move. I think it's best to move with the Will, because if he has a Day Without Dawn, I guess he would have played it, you know? I guess it would be really weird not to play A Day Without Dawn right away, right? Because then if I get revealed, then yeah, I'm not getting into Mordor. So maybe it's okay to play it with a character. Maybe it's okay, because then maybe we can get our dream scenario where we get another elite to Dolam Roth, but this does not happen. He rolls a 6 and finally a reveal. So now we're in trouble. We reveal to Daggerlad, and here I decide to kill Gimli. I thought about going for a random because then I can get a Hobbit and I guess it's more efficient. And I can get into Fangorn, which is a very nice bonus. But I need to get Gollum. Like, it's the #1 priority. Getting Gollum now will help so much because no reveal token was drawn yet. So yeah, I think it's just huge, and we're doing okay with corruption. I mean, it could be a problem, but we're doing okay. So I take Gimli, and then through Moria, it's a 1, no reveal. So again, I guess the sensible thing would be to take a random, but I take Boromir because now it's even crazier. Like, almost half of the tiles are reveals. Yeah, I need to get Gollum as fast as possible. That could be huge trouble otherwise. Like, we didn't even see 1 tile drawing card, so these tile drawing cards can have a really high chance of just revealing us, which is very bad. So I take him, not sure if it's the right play, because now corruption could be an issue. So I don't know. He attacks Lorien. It's a character card. We play Shield Wall against Dread and Despair. He's just cycling probably for Cruel Weather. I roll way too many, but I still don't get a hit. Fucking elves, do something. And he gets only 1, so very pacifist stuff. He stops, so he's trying to get character cards now. I hide with the Will because whatever, you know, he doesn't have a day without dawn, but we are going to move again, so why put this on the table? So he gets an orc on us, which is good news in a sense, because it means that maybe he doesn't have cruel weather, and he gets ready to get guys to Umbar, which I'm not happy about, but I can't do anything about that. Passes. Yeah, I pass because, yeah, he doesn't have any new card. Doesn't matter. So now he cycles another card. It's a Nuzzle Strike. Now we get 3 back. He gets 1+1. And stops. So now I have to move, because if he has a tile drawing card, I'm screwed, because there is like a 50% chance we're not getting into Mordor. So I'm gonna move now and hope he doesn't have cruel weather. He rolls a 5, so he hits, and he's a 2 reveal. So getting Golem maybe paid off in this scenario, because we get to get rid of both hobbits, they don't die. And now I'm kind of thinking, do I play around cruel weather and, you know, take one hobbit as a casualty and then just reveal into Morannon, and probably just taking with that the other casualty? But on the other hand, I think, well, if I draw a 3, that's extremely painful. So, and corruption becomes suddenly a huge problem. There are 2 reds. Yeah, and I mean, we could luck out with all of these 0s and 1s. And he is digging for cruel weather, so maybe he drew it now. That's 1 to 14. And then he has 1 more attack to try to draw it again. That's 1 to 7. I mean, I guess if he has that, I'm screwed, right? But yeah, it's not very likely. And yeah, and he could have like a red tile where he can't cycle and stuff like that. So I decide not to reveal and use Golem's ability. I mean, not use, just the fact that Golem doesn't reveals. I take the Hobbit to Osgiliath, and then he said, and I'm saying, is good, because means one of these cards is not Cruel Weather. And he attacks Lorien, cycles another character card, and it's Isildur's Bane. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get it, but it's only 1 to 13 to get Cruel Weather. I mean, Isildur's Bane is so strong. If he gets a 3, even if he just gets a 1 reveal, that's pretty good. That's one really good token that doesn't work anymore. I don't know. I think I would have played it, but not sure. He finally rolls 3 hits. The elves wake up and roll and get 3 hits back. But it doesn't really matter. Lorien is pretty cooked. He's pressing. And he plays Desperate Battle, and it's enough to get them. And they miss in their last valiant effort. Yeah, the elves were not very strong this game. And with the last character card, he plays Orc Patrol. So I'm like, oh. Okay, that's good. And he draws a 1 reveal. I obviously do not reveal and take it. And with the last master, he gets a guy to Orthink. Yeah, Rohan is in trouble. We get into Mordor, we draw another blue tile and Thranduils, which is pretty irrelevant now. Just completes the series though. Now we have drawn all the elves cards. And we get into Mordor. That's nice. We're ready. He allocates an eye and draws 1 more. We get really nice roll. And I think in this moment, okay, he's on 5. Helm's Deep is going to be very easy. I mean, not very easy, but pretty easy, I would say. Then he probably has Corsairs, and he can win next turn. Probably can't win this turn. Very likely to win next turn. So our job is to win next turn. And we get a decent roll for that because we have There Is Another Way, we have a ring, rings to give. So yeah, that's the plan above everything else. Just to get at least to step 3, maybe step 4. So we start by playing There Is Another Way. I guess if he has a Day Without Dawn, what can you do? I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you start with the blue tile with the will. Maybe that's better. Could be. The thing is, if we get lucky, we really want to just push it all the way. So I'm not sure. I don't know. So we heal 1, we move, and it's a 2 no reveal. We take it. We don't have time to reveal just now. There are 2 reds, especially the 1 reveal. Stop reveal is very, very painful, and we gotta keep on moving. So he gets the mouth, and now I put the blue tile. I'm thinking probably I'm not going to move like 3 times, so I think it's okay to put the blue tile now. He gets guys ready, 2 Umbar and 2 Rohan. We move again, and it's a 3 no reveal. Now I'm debating, do we reveal to get 1 damage less? Because, you know, that's pretty bad. I mean, corruption can be a problem. There are millions of cards, corruption cards left. 1 red would be devastating. I think the right play would be to reveal here, but I'm greedy. And I just take it. I don't know. I think the right play is to reveal here. Because we kind of do want to move again. I guess if we draw the 1 reveal, then we really would like to have all of the movement we can get, because it slows us down so much. But every other tile we would rather reveal and, you know, just walk once. So I think maybe that's a mistake. He attacks forward. with a strategy card, we have no card. This guy's dead. And here I move again. Yeah, the plan is to win next turn, so let's do that. And then it's a reveal. Oh, holy crap, I take too much damage. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh my god. Should have taken 3. Oh man. That's dumb. That should have been a 3 reveal. Oh man. And I hide again. He attacks Helm's Deep. Wow, that's a huge mistake. God damn it. I play, oops, sorry, you don't see my cards. I play the Ents. He plays Onslaught, trying to get it done and really, you know, cement the fact that next turn we are toast. But he gets only 1 hit and we get 4 back because of the Ent card. So that changes things. He doesn't sacrifice anything to Onslaught and gets another red into the pool. He allocates an eye, rolls none, and we rolls million of movement. We move. It's a 1 reveal. And at this moment, I'm thinking, okay, the hunt is basically, you know, red would be devastating, completely devastating. And anything else would be okay. A 3 kills us. Not if we reveal. Probably he does have something to ping us. So that's that sucks. So yeah, I decide to reveal here to take no damage. And he doesn't have anything. So he attacks Helm's Deep again. I play Path of the Roses versus Cruel Weather. He gets 2 hits. I get 1 hit back. He presses. I play Heroic Death, but it doesn't matter. He gets his 6s. And Helm's Deep is done. We, of course, have to win this turn. I hide. He draws a character card, and now I'm thinking, okay, I gotta go for it. I mean, I can draw a card with a ring, but he draws cards and he has like so many annoying cards. Like a tile draw could be annoying and catastrophic. Even, you know, just trying to play that card, forgot its name, where it hits me on 6s. Even 1 hit would be annoying. Very annoying actually, because then the eyes kill me. Of course, the revealing is mandatory because now the eyes don't kill. Yeah, so it's time to move. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 tiles. 3 is GG, and 8 are good for us. So I go on to move with the Fellowship to the deciding moment of this game, and I reveal a 0. So I win. The beast is slain. And I don't get to the first place, but it puts his score to 826 and got my score to 818. So this is definitely the closest I've ever been to be at the top of the ladder. I basically need to win 2 games as 3 people, I think, to surpass him. You know, this game, this I could go on a losing streak and, completely miss it. But I think this was a great game. A lot of mind games. I think, yeah, I made some mistakes, but overall, I'm very happy with the way I played. And I hope you enjoyed this little ladder battle. And yes, I hope to see you next time. I'm signing out. Peace.